Hi, how are you? I'm Anthony, and today we're gonna make some pizza. Right, so what we're gonna need is flour, salt, water, yeast, sugar if you like, and olive oil. Now, we're gonna need a weighing scale, so we're gonna put our container on the weighing scale, like that, make it reset, and for this dough I'm using a Bake Australia's Best Wallaby flour. It's got a recipe for the pizza dough on the side, quite handy. So I'm just gonna follow that for this one. It's 500 grams of flour. Let's go and pour our 500 grams.
Almost there. 495. 500.
There we go. Now here it says 15 grams of salt. I just put 2 teaspoons. I think that's pretty much enough for my taste. Alright. Oh, looks like we're out of salt. I mix a little bit so that we get pretty much the salt mixed in already with the flour. And then what we want is, I'm gonna reset the scale here. 280 grams of water at 26 degrees. That will be the best temperature. Anyway, just to help the processes in the mixture to occur. So, let's go. I'm gonna leave a little bit aside to mix in the yeast with the sugar, just so we make sure that the yeast is activated. So, here we go. And then I can prepare my yeast on the side here. For the yeast I only need a little bit because we're gonna make it rise for quite a while. So I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of yeast and just a little bit of sugar, like a half a teaspoon. And then just mix it in well until it's all nice and dissolved.
There you go. Make sure there's no lumps in it.
Yeah. And then you can just leave it there to rest while we keep going on with the dough. Alright, so I'll actually use the spoon here too, a teaspoon, and start mixing in the water with the flour. We just want to mix it roughly for the moment. And then once we've mixed it just roughly, we're going to let it rest for about 20 minutes. That's going to help us later on when we open up the dough. Alright, so just a rough mix. This is pretty much what I came up with. Just mix in roughly the water, the salt and the flour. And then we just cover it up with a rag and we let it rest for, as I said, about 20 minutes. And see you in 20 minutes! Okay, so here we are, back after 20 minutes. And nothing really changed that much, but we can now add olive oil and the yeast. 30 grams. When we add the olive oil, because we're gonna cook the pizza in a domestic oven. If we had a wooden fired oven, then we could also avoid that step. Yeah, just bring it back up. Alright, so now we can put it back in our container. use the rest of the olive oil that's in there to coat it nicely. Like that, nice and shiny. Slap it, it's always fun. And then we cover it another time. This time let it rest for about 30 minutes or so. Let's go! Here we have it. This is our final step in the dough preparation. Now we got this, whoa, nice impasto, and let's put that over there. Now what we're gonna do is pretty much prepare some small pizza-sized balls. And if you got a weighing scale and you want to measure them, you should go for about 250 is a good size. If not, just pretty much 200 if you got a smaller oven and you want a bit of a smaller pizza. But yeah, so let's go. The step now is to prepare this dough into the little pizza balls. So what we can do is you can whoop, down, like that, break it up. I'll make them roughly about 200 grams each. We should have about 3 or 4. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. 180. Yes. That's two are 180, these two are 200. And then you can either just roll them up and turn them into a nice little pizza ball like that. You can do this movement like so that we get a little twirl at the bottom, something like that. Looks like something. I'm not gonna say anything. We're not gonna be vulgar. And then we pretty much put it in our container. If you have a deep container, it's good because by doing this little edgy circle thingy, it's gonna make the dough rise upwards, hopefully. And if we have a container deep and then we're putting some foil, or better if you have like just a top that you can put on to close it to seal it, then it won't touch the top. Alright, so another way to do it is if you hold it with the two hands, you can stretch it, then fold it like you're folding a sock or something, and then just like fill it in with your thumbs, and then again roll it to create that whole circular spiral hole at the bottom. There you go. 1, 2. And 3. And 4. So there we have it. Our 4 pizzas that we're gonna eat tomorrow. So make sure this is nice and sealed. And I usually just leave it in the oven, turned off, not on. And then I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Welcome back! Here we go. I'm gonna put a pan on. If you have a non-stick pan, like a nice wide one, and you wanna put it on maybe medium heat. If you've got a pyrometer, so a device to measure the temperature of the surface of the pan. You want it to be at around 260, because above that the Tefal starts burning and it becomes toxic, and we don't want that. So anyway, you want to keep it on medium heat for about 10 minutes or until it gets nice and hot, but not smoking. And then we can start with our dough. And if you're gonna work only one or two or whatever, then you want to keep the other ones covered. Then what we're gonna need is a little bit of flour and a like sort of a straight-edged tool. If you have a metal one that's a bit sharper, that would be better. I only have this wooden one. Put a bit of flour on it, then you sprinkle a bit of flour on top of the dough to make it a little less sticky, and then we want to separate them so that we can get our singular pizzas out of here. I'm gonna start with this one at the top right. You want to try and scrape most of it out of the container, and then you want to go with your fingers in, keep them flat, and try and use the pounds without trying to break it the least, and put some flours on your hands too. Alright. There we go. Yes. So with our dough, we just want to press with the digits, with our digits, not with the nails, because we don't want to poke it. I'm going to start from the center. If you want to put your fingers like that, with these three fingers, start with the center and just push it out. Basically, what we're trying to do here is create a crust. So all the air in the dough, we want to try and push it in the crust, so that when we cook it, hopefully it bubbles up and we get that nice crust. Alright. Then you want to grab it, try and grab it again with your digits without using your nails. Lift it and check in the pan. Then you can adjust it to make it nice and roundish, and off we go. Motti passata, I find this is quite good. Bit of nice scoop of tomato sauce in there. I like just a little bit, not too much, but that's up to you. Grana Padano, I think this is the best. It's a cool tool. Remember to sing to the pizza, it's a main ingredient. E la burrita rurita turita te apparero. Bit of mozzarella. I find this turns out quite well. La Casa del Formaggio mozzarella, this one. And you just want to cut it in stripes, not too thin and not too big, just because it helps the cooking process. If it's too thin, then it won't cook properly. If it's too big, then yeah, likewise, it won't cook properly. Alright, just even it out. Made the stripes a little bit too long, so I'm just gonna break them up and fit them on there. Then you wanna grab your tool from before. The wooden one in this case is good, that way you scratch the coating. And you just wanna check underneath how we're doing. Once you got like a nice brownish bottom part with the nice brownish spots, it's ready to go in the grill. At the moment it's still quite white, so we're just gonna wait. See if I can show you. Yeah, see, it's all white, so not ready yet. I wasn't patient enough. I didn't let the pan reach a good temperature. It should have been really hot, 260 at least. Yeah, but yeah, I had to put it on before. Anyway, let's see how we go. Yeah, getting there. See the brownish bits? Yeah? Alright, I'm happy with that. Next step, we pour it onto our oven tray. Like so. And off in the grill. Now in the grill you want to keep it as close as possible to the top. If you have some basil and you want to put it during the cooking stage, then you can put it underneath the cheese, the way it won't burn. Smiley face. Once you got like a nice brownish bottom part with the nice brownish spots, it's ready to go in the grill. Yes, I like that. That's cool. Brownish, not black. I don't like it burnt. Now in there, chuck it in and close it. Leave it. You wanna leave it a minute, twist it around, another 30 seconds, and then if it's not cooked yet, lift it with a spade or use the glove and lift the tray and keep it really close to those resistance.